Hey, welcome back to my little garage full of too many machines. I'm gonna do a tool room type threading operation on this old Axelson that's quite capable of doing that. And what I mean by that is leaving the half nuts locked in and reversing the lead screw to return the tool to the start of the cut. For this reason, I'm going to cut a very fine thread. But before I cut the very fine thread, I must hone a very fine tool. So let's do that. I machine ground this on the cutter grinder. Chloe's gonna make a fuss out there because I'm talking. Hey Chloe, get in here, knock it off. Knock it off, get in here. I have to do that. It's too early for her to do that. So I'm honing this threading tool on I don't know what's going on out there. As soon as I try to make a video, Chloe, get over here. Oh, someone's walking by with a dog. Knock it off. This is my life with Chloe. So I'm honing this on an Arkansas stone. This is a high-speed tool. Carefully honing it. And it's going to be cutting on this side. So on the top here, I'm just slightly, ever so slightly leaning it as I'm going across this stone. Not really doing anything but just a slight lean. Oh, I felt really good right there. You see the tip there? It's really catching a shine, and it's a very shallow thread and a very fine thread. 40 threads per inch. Oh, that's sharp. Very, very sharp. Yeah. Okay, we'll get this set up and do it. All right. Got a nice Saturday afternoon here, and I'm going to do some tool room style threading on a very skinny piece of metal that's 205 thousandths. It's about the size of a number 5 drill bit, and I'm going to put 40 threads per inch on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the half nuts locked in and cut the thread, and then wind it back to the start and then cut again to avoid the error that can happen engaging and disengaging the half nuts. So this old Axelson will operate in that manner like a Monarch 10EE. So we'll get it set up, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get it engaged at 40 threads per inch, and then I'm going to run it back and forth a time or two. And I believe that I've got the lead screw all oiled up. I'll give it a couple of shots here. Oil up the piece of work here. Oh. Here we go. I just found another one of these goldenrod. Just by the side of the road, and it looked like somebody shot at it with a 22. I don't know if it works, but it doesn't have a hole in it as far as I can tell. Let's give that lead screw a shot here. Okay, I'm going to fire this thing up, and away we go. I'm going to put it at 351 RPM. see me actually do the cut. Okay, we're going to cut 40 threads per inch, which is that gauge right there. Very, very small. 40 threads. Okay, now here's the setup. 40. Lead screw in neutral here. We've got it already engaged. The half nuts are engaged. I engaged it on number 1 so I remember, because I can disengage and get back in relative good sync, okay? But I'm going to leave the half nuts engaged the whole time to help avoid error from engaging the half nuts. But the half nut lever here. So, but that does cause a problem at the start of the thread. So, I'll explain that as I go. Okay, this old-time method here that you can get away with cutting very fine screws using the very, very coarse screw on this machine. Let's see how this looks here. Okay, I'm gonna get the oil pumping in the headstock and I'll be right back. I think this is probably pretty good. Maybe. I think you can see the cutter, likely. I'll try to get the light in there too. Okay, I'll get things ready. Okay, ready to make a pass here. I'm going to go 12,500 depth, and I'm going to lube it up with a little wax here. Okay, ready to go. It's looking really good. Making a nice chip. Okay, I'm going to have to withdraw the tool and put the lathe in neutral. Right about now. Okay, going to reverse and get back to the start. Looking really good. Watch my travel dial here. That's good right there. Okay, I'm going to go back. On 0. I can back up just a little bit here. That's good. Okay, I'm going to set it in for another cut. Okay. All is I'm going to give it about 12 thousandths. Here we go. Making a good chip, 40 threads per inch, 205 thousandths diameter. Doing a beautiful job. Okay, I'm going to withdraw the tool and put it in neutral. Okay, back to the start. Stopped on a dime. Okay. See how that thread's looking? Okay, I believe I got a full profile on that thread. Let's see if we get the light behind it here. It's really fun doing stuff like this on a heavy lathe. You see that? I'm going to cut you out on this or blind you with the light, but I don't. I've got that full profile, and it's good. Now, what I'm going to have to do now, let me back this way off, is the front part of this thread is messed up, so I'm going to have to trim it because I was reversing and stopping. Got a drunken thread for about ½ an inch. Just about right there. I'm gonna we'll check it with a nut in a minute here. Okay. Okay, this this is a done deal. And this is about 205 thousandths diameter. That I reduced from 3/8 oil hardening drill rod. I reduced it to 205 thousandths, from 375 to 205 thousandths, and then I threaded it 40 threads per inch. And here's the knot. Now I can use this for a gauge to set my dial bore gauge. I shot a bunch of different videos. I spent an extraordinary amount of time doing this, but I got it so I can do this. But in old times, shops couldn't afford small lathes, so they had to make do with their big lathes. And so I got this screw here by using this really large screw. So out of this large screw and some careful work, I got this small screw here. I think that big screw there is like 4 threads per inch. And this is 40 threads per inch. So that's quite a contrast, isn't it? Isn't that nice? I have a lifetime supply of, of that. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad if you're watching this, I hope you can get some use out of it. I ended up using just about every machine in the shop to make this thing work. I did some milling, I did that. I'll see what I got for video, what I can put together. But I'll put the threading part up front so I don't have to sit through a bunch of stuff. Okay, now you guys have the good rest of the weekend. Burning through the afternoon here on Saturday. Okay, bye. Okay, here's what I do with the rotary phase converter. I've got a cutoff switch right here. So I kick that on, and then I can energize the rotary phase converter, completely cut it off with that. Okay, over here I got the old horizontal mill set up in the vertical mode, and it switches over really quite quick. And I got a quick job to do here on that follow rest thing I'm dealing with. So let's fire it up and mill that. Everything looks clear in gear.